Hey everybody, it's Paul here. Got a new radio for you. It's made by Kenwood. It's the KDC-BT362U. It's got a 1-year warranty. Average price runs on $119 to $129.95. It's the first radio in line of the Kenwood radios that have Bluetooth. It's also got iHeartRadio, Pandora, works with iPhones and iPods, as well as music playback for the Androids. And let's see. I guess what we need to do is go ahead and open up the box, see what's on the inside, and then go from there. Alright, let's open up the box. Oh, here we got a remote. Here's the microphone, so you can talk to people while you're driving. And of course, when they talk, it comes out your speakers. Here's the power harness. Alright, if you can notice right here, it's got the two CD keys mounted in this little flap right here. So if you need to remove the radio later on, you'll have those if it's mounted with the cage. Alright, we got the installation manual and the warranty paper card. It's always good to read it. Let's see. I'm going to pull the radio out. Alright, there's nothing else in the box, so I'm going to put it off to the side. And here's the styrofoam. That's what they use to keep it from being banged around. Let's see, it's a little baggy. That's got a cover for the face, keep the face from being all scratched up. Alright, there's the radio. Let's get it all mounted up. We'll look at the back side first, and we'll flip it around, power it up, and see what the front side looks like. Alright, now that we got the back of the radio turned around, well, I guess we'll start from the left side and work our way to the right. This is your antenna. Your vehicle may require a antenna adapter for that to plug into. You got your front, rear, and subwoofer pre-outs, which means you can have a 4-channel amp with a bass amp, or just a bass amp, or two channel amps, or a 5-channel amp. That way you can have plenty of control over subwoofers and highs with amplifiers. Over here is your power plug with a fuse. That's where the power plug harness plugs into. And this plug-in right here is for your microphone. That's for the Bluetooth mic. Alright, that's pretty much it. Let's get it turned around and powered up, and we'll go from there. Alright, we got it powered up. It's saying that you want to cancel demo. Always cut that demo off, because it will screw you up later on. Alright, I was going to put it on a tuner here. Alright, I'll just work my way around. You got your source button, which cycles through all your sources like CD, Bluetooth audio, and radio, and all kinds of neat stuff. So I'm just going to stop it on radio for now. There we go. Here's your CD eject button right here. That little button right there. You press it. CD will come out. You take it and stick a new one in if you want to do that. This is your CD slot right here. Over on the side is a door that you can open up. You got your USB and aux input. So you can plug your Androids or iPhones in here. That'll charge them up. You can control all your songs through the radio. If you have some other type of music player, cassette player, laptop, Sony Walkman, anything that has an audio output that you can stick in here, it'll play that as well. Right here is your presets, 1 through 6. But since you have 3 FM stations, you can have up to 18 preset stations and 6 AM preset stations. This right here is your display button. And of course, since I'm in tuner mode, it'll show radio text or title, frequency, station, and back to radio text again, and all kinds of stuff. It has lots of configurations on how you want your display to show while you're riding around. Right here is your channel changer buttons. Go back and forth. And let's say you want to program this station on a preset station, so you just find the button that you want, press and hold the button, and now it's stored on that button that you pressed on. It only takes a few seconds. The band button here, you click it, it'll cycle through FM 1, 2, and 3, back to AM, and FM 1 again. Seek, I press it, it's the Auto 1, Manual, Auto 2, Auto 1, 2, and Manual. Auto 1, it'll automatically search for the nearest closest station. If we go to Auto 2, it'll cycle through your preset stations. Manual hits each station one at a time. Let's see. Of course, here's the volume knob, which also you have menus inside of here. I'll get that in just a second. Your search /bent arrow is the escape key. So when you're in these menus, you can use this button here and back out one menu at a time. Or if you have like a thumb drive or music playing, you can use it as a search. This is the Bluetooth button, which goes to the Bluetooth menus. So I guess right now, I'll go ahead and click that. And nothing happens, hold it down, nothing, there we go, Bluetooth. Test mode, please pair a phone. Alright, I just had to turn the radio, turn back on to get out of that loop. Apparently it was stuck in a loop. Anyway, we'll go into the main menu here. You got function, you got audio control, display, tuner settings, Bluetooth mode, clock, and demo mode, and back to audio control. So under audio control, we got subwoofer level where you can change the subwoofer up to, I think, 15, negative 15. Yeah. And over here we got bass level, which is, it's not gain level, but it just turns up the amount of hertz on the bass, I mean the gains on the hertz on the bass. Mids, you can turn those up +8, -8. And treble, which is your highs, you can turn it up +8, -8. EQ Pro, you go into here, you can actually adjust the actual frequency for the bass and stuff. It's a little more into it, so if you really want to kind of tune in something a little better, you can. Let's see, we got here mids, and treble does the same thing as bass, of course, just for their corresponding frequencies. Next one's preset EQ. This one's got like user, drive EQ, top 40, powerful, rock, all the preset EQ settings that most cars have. Next one is bass boost. You get a more oomph in your bass. You got like 3 levels of that. Loudness, you got 2 levels of loudness. It just makes all of it louder. And subwoofer set. You can turn it off or on. Like if you're in a school zone, or if you just don't want to hear bass while your music's playing, you just turn it off. Low pass filter, it tells you what frequency you want your subwoofer to run at. High pass for your highs. That's if you really want to get there and change it. If you kind of mess it all up, you have to restart over and reset everything. Fader balance, we all know what that is. Volume offset. The radio's already on 0, which is at high, and when you go down numbers, the volume gets lower. Sound reconstructor, you always leave it on, just makes everything sound a little better. And we're back to subwoofer level. There you go ahead here. Next is display. We got color select. Go into here. You can do a variable scan. This just changes all the colors. Red, all the different red purples, all the different type of blues. Green, so you can change whatever color you want. As you can see, everything's changing that one color. Let's see, we just find a good green here. Yellow green. All right, dimmer. If it's too bright, you can turn it down. It just a little bit. Brightness gives you more control on the dimmer situation. It gives you more of a variable controller there. Text scroll once, or auto, or just if the line is too long, title the song just scrolls all around stuff. You either do it once or constantly. And back to color select. Okay, so back out of this. Since we're in tuner, it gives you a tuner setting. You go to auto memory. What that does is when you select it, it'll automatically set all 6 to 18 presets with stations that it finds automatically for you, whether you like them or not. Mono set, most all radios come with those. You just pretty much leave it alone because stuff nowadays sounds a lot better. PTY search, back to auto memory. The next one is Bluetooth mode. Go into here. Select your phone. There's no phone in there. It already show up on that. We'll back out of that. Let's see, Bluetooth mode. Audio select. There's nothing in there. Device delete. If you get too many devices on your phone, it'll actually stop pairing phones. So you have to go in there and delete a few things. You can also edit the PIN code. If you only want a certain code in there, you can put one in there. If not, the phone automatically generate one for you. And reconnect is if you like walk away or turn the blah blah blah. If you turn the car off, turn back on, it'll reconnect the phone for you. Auto pairing, I believe this is for iPhones. So when you take your iPhone, plug it in, it automatically pairs the phone to the radio. When you plug it into the USB port. Initialize and phone select. I think we're back to the menu again. Okay, back out of that. Next one is clock. This is where you can adjust the clock by what day it is, what time it is. And clock format is 24 or 12 hours. Time sync is if you wanted to sync with an outside source. Alright, back to the clock again. Next is demo mode. Next is make sure it's always off. And back to audio control. So that's pretty much everything for the menus. And I think that's pretty much it for the radio. It's a really nice radio. Aux input, USB, Bluetooth, CD player, remote control. What more could you ask for? Alright, that was the Kenwood KDC-BT362U. Like I said, it has an average price of $119, $129, which isn't really bad at all. 1-year warranty. Has nearly every feature you could possibly need. Series size free, Pandora, iHeartRadio, 3 pre-outs, I think like 2.5 volts, I believe it is. Aux input, USB, bass boost, loudness, all kinds of stuff. Even has steering wheel controls if you have controls on the steering wheel. Of course, you have to buy an optional module for that. But anyway, you press the like button and comment down the bottom. And this is Paul, and I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all please subscribe.